Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that are scattered across the four corners of the earth. Got to give all praises to Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone who led me to this truth. And faith and sincerity, pushing this faith to the best of our abilities every day. We believe a great millstone was ordained, first started with one west and separated due to the other camps do not preach for truth's sake. So we want to give all thanks to Yahawashi for giving us the opportunity to be able to follow great millstone as they teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all who are part of the hopeful elect. Lord, willing this be edifying. Lord, willing we part of that number. Lord, willing this be edifying to those who fear in the name of the Lord, who strive every day to the best of their abilities to fulfill the judgment of the Lord and their lots, which means destiny. The Lord always brings his judgment to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. And it's not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. So, Lord, willing this be edifying. So before I get into topics today, I kind of thought of something. You know, there was a movie that's about this anchor guy. He was a news anchor guy. He used to do his news every day. Even if people threw trash at him, said he wasn't shit, said he wasn't amounting to nothing. Well, that's how they did Israel. So we try to push every day to the best of our abilities. Push forth the judgment of the Lord. So I got a lot of various topics that I want to talk about. Lord put the spirit on me to go ahead and bring across. I'm trying to make this quick. We're going to deal with judgment. And I was listening to GMS Abad, Salakia, Abad. And he was talking about a few things that I want to bring across too as well in my life that I wouldn't have known about without him. So the water, for that we're doing a land back on those things. Train derailments and the New Mexico cow massacre. So we'll bring that to my lot from what he came across in his lot earlier. So we're going to do land back on that. Then we got CBDC, Mongolia, COVID-19 topic, NASA Bear, star constellation, communist rift crisis, cocaine heist, riots, in Canada TikTok bans from government official phones. So we're gonna by the spirit of Yahawah, Qadash, we're gonna filter in some scriptures with this. So first we're gonna start right here with another train derails in North Carolina after Ohio chemical spill. This is yesterday. Train derailed in Lexington, North Carolina, USA Saturday. Norfolk Southern Railway has confirmed the incident comes just weeks after the cargo train operated by the same railway company came off the tracks of East Palestine, Ohio, causing a major toxic spill. The incident in Lexington appears to be on much a smaller scale, with a Norfolk Southern spokesman telling Fox News that only one set of wheels derailed on a single car out of 132 on the train. There are no reports of hazmat situation or danger in public. That's what they said last time. So you know how that goes. Lies. So we're gonna go with this, and then we're gonna fit to some scriptures with these two topics. Hydrofluic acid spills into DeSoto Country Creek after fire. Chemical spill has reported on DeSoto County Saturday. Crews worked through the night to clean up the affected areas. DeSoto County government provided an update on Sunday. They stated that an action has been taken to neutralize pH levels of the creek water and it is returned to normal parameters, whatever. That's talking about in Mississippi. Mississippi Department of Environmental Equality is satisfied with the progress, whatever, man. You know how they getting down, man. They're polluting the water. So let's type in the scripture for this. Let's do this one. Ezekiel 4:14. So it says, then I said, "O Lord, Yahawashi, behold, my soul have not been polluted." Hold on. Yep. For from my youth of even till now I have not eaten that which dieth of itself, or is torn in pieces, neither came their abominable flesh into my mouth. I think that's talking about false doctrine, and could be talking about swine and seafood. Then he said unto me, Lo, I have given thee cow's dung for a man's dung, and thou thy bread wherewith. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the stad of bread in Jerusalem, which is 2/3 of Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care. And they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment, because they keep polluting all the damn water, man. So we're gonna move over. That's what's coming up to. So right here, Ukraine war latest. China playing a dangerous game of chicken with U.S. Moscow installed officials fleeing occupied Ukraine, knock off IKEAs to open in Russia. So they was talking about peace earlier, remember? So you really need to read much. But China's testing America, Babylon the Great. See that. Now we're gonna filter in the scripture. And then we're gonna move on. It's all about repetition. Ezekiel 38:4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, which is military power, and all them clothed with all sorts of iron, even a great company of bucklers and shields, and all them handling swords. Hold on. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them, and all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands. Tokamar, the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, and all thy company that are assembled unto thee. Be thou a guard unto them. Who's that? They're going to be a guard unto Russia because they just sanctioned 100 different countries who are backing up Russia along with China because China's saying we're not going to condemn what they did. We're going to tie it in with this. Let me find it real quick. Not that. Who was an article I had. Hold on. I'm gonna tie it in. Man, hold on. It was something I found earlier. Let me put that there. Something else. I found another article. Give me a sec. It's another riot. That's something else. That's the other one I was looking for. So lock you, bear with me. Yeah. It's a lucky I can't find it. I'm not gonna try to take too long. But that's just them getting together as usual. So we're gonna move on. U.S. issues kill order for feral cows in Mexico. A helicopter with a shooter will fly over a portion of East Gala wilderness in southern New Mexico next week. And this was on 17th. So this is coming up. This is right around now. I got an article talking about it. And they said they want to do about nearly 150 captives whose hooves and mouths are damaging streams and rivers. Ranchers, meanwhile, have criticized a plan to shoot the cows from a helicopter as animal cruelty. So now we're going to go right here. New Mexico wants to stop the government down about 100 federal cows by helicopter. And this was 2 days ago. And said Forest Service is currently in an aerial shooting operation that kills as many as 150 unauthorized cows in a vast area of steep, rugged valleys and mountainsides, blanketed with trees. The operation has been a source of legal wrangle and protest by the agricultural community in southern western New Mexico. So they tripping out about it because they just going around shooting these cows, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how America is. They just authorize themselves to do whatever they want. And we're going to go right here. Talks about Mexicans take to the streets to oppose the government's electoral overhaul. Okay, so they're tripping out about these cows, and they're also tripping out about the electoral overhaul. Over 500,000 people turned out in Mexico to protest the government's move to shrink the electoral authority. Protesters said that the changes were a threat to democracy. Blah 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 blah. There's a lot of them out there, man. They stay tripping. So hold up. I'm tying a couple of scriptures. Trying to make this real quick. I can't stay here too much longer. So 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars, other people in the world, like that one, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High, Yahawashi, spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay. So now we got Mongolia on the digital map. So now they're getting their digital CBDC together. You know what that is, what it's going to lead to. Let's pull it up. Revelations chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, which is not a nation, they don't need E or the number of his name, just the barcode with the 3 6s on it. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, of the nation, NATO, and EU. It is the number of a man. His number is 666. That's what they're leading it up to. So COVID-19 came from lab leak, says news report citing U.S. Energy Department. Remember, they used to say that wasn't real, huh? Well, we know that this is why they're coming out with it now. Because they'll make their own tongue fall upon themselves, but also this. Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born. Speaking lies, man. They know it came out loud. So this is a tornado touches down in Champaign. It's 7 hours ago in Illinois. Lord delivered me from a tornado yesterday. It's a big tornado. So Ezekiel 14:21. But thus saith the Lord Yahawashi, how much more when I send my four sword judgments upon Jerusalem, which is 2/3, the sword and the famine and the northern beast and the pestilence, to cut off it, man and beast. That's why he did that. No, I had other fish and animals dying. Ezekiel 14:22, yet behold, therein shall be left a remnant, which is the hopeful elect, or is it the elect of Israel, low one part of that number, that shall be brought forth, both sons and daughters. Behold, they shall come forth unto you, and ye shall see their way into their doings, and ye shall be comforted concerning the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem, even concerning all that I have brought upon it. Okay, so now we're dealing with Israel and Palestine pledged to reduce the violence. How they gonna pledge to reduce the violence when Revelation 17:17, the Lord's got it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and also in Joel chapter 3, verse 10, this is what they're doing right now. This is how you know they're lying. Joel 3:10, be ye plowshares in the swords and your pruning hooks in the spears. Let the weak say I am strong. So you telling me they got all these weapons together, and they got all this stuff, and they just gonna stop killing out of nowhere? Whatever, man. They said they pledged to stop the violence, and they got straps. Who gonna say they? Moving on. Last minute problems keep SpaceX rockets astronauts grounded. And then see all this stuff they did to try to be in the spaceships and do all their space stuff, huh? Well, check it out. Job 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so their hands cannot perform their enterprise. That's what's going on right there. Now, NASA orbiter captures images of bear's face on Mars. This happened on January 30th, a little while back. I wanted to pull it up because it ties into this. Revelations chapter 13, verse 2. The statue, because the bear is Russian. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were like the feet of a bear, which is Russian. When you look up that term bear, we're going to look up it in a second. And his mouth, that's the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power. And dragon comes back from the word draconian. Okay, the serpent turned into a dragon. And draconian laws is the Roman Empire laws, which are harsh and fierce. You can go look up draconian. Gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And that's how they judge their draconian laws through their policies and legislations and declarations and all their other bull biggity. So we're going to look up that bear. Show you what that's talking about. We've done it plenty of times, and we're going to do it again. We don't want you to forget it. Because we're over here, Great Millstone, the Faller's Great Millstone, we're not going to forget it. Revelation 13:2, and the beast, which I saw was like unto a leopard, which is the Esau, Edom, and the Edomites, North America, Babylon the Great. And his feet were as the feet of a bear, which is the Idumeans, which is the Idumean, Russian Edomites. And his mouth as the mouth of a lion. That's why it says Egyptian versus Egyptian. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. Ain't no dragons on the earth giving authority. It's a system. And that system is United Nations, NATO, and EU, who helped form the revived Roman Empire, which is America, Babylon the Great. Where that there. And how he gave him his power, giving him that military power, giving him them weapons. He saw he was going to get destroyed by his own weapons.
Strong's G,
so right there,
715. Arctos.
It says bear.
Arctos.
Then you look up the root word.
Strong's G, 714. Archeo. Archeo.
To be possessed of unfailing strength, to be strong, to suffice, to be enough to defend, ward off, to be satisfied, to be contended. That's why I said they're going to come and be a guard unto them. They're going to come contend Russia because they have been battling Babylon the Great the longest with their stuff getting pulled off. And it was also talking about the stars will be signs. Hold on. In Genesis. That's a good one, but I want Genesis. Yep, Genesis 1:14. And Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. See? It's a sign. So now we're going to do a cellular rampage in West Bank villages after Israelis killed. We already know about riotings. We'll watch a little bit of it. Mm-hmm. Car set on fire. Oh. Oh. Whoa. A lot of cars set on fire. A lot of damage. Didn't they just say they promised not to do some shit? Well, turning 4 hours ago, I guess they changed their mind. Communist rioters plunges into Nepal's ruling coalition into crisis. So let's watch this. They're gonna restrict the dollar percentages. It's gonna lead to that C hit.
To stage in the country's deepening economic crisis. Over the weekend, the government gave it authority to restrict the purchase of dollars. Businesses will now need permission to purchase foreign currency and make transfers abroad. The move comes as the country burns through foreign exchange reserves. Since Wednesday, the central bank has spent about $1 billion in an effort to prop up the Argentine peso. It's all a major about-face by President Mauricio Macri. He had lifted.
Remember when you...
Yeah, they put an infomercial. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna move on. Basically, they're knocking off the dollar. As we see, they're knocking off the dollar. And we got a cocaine worth $333 million found in Ecuador banana shipment. Police Ecuador found almost 8.8 tons of cocaine in the shipment of bananas found for Belgium. Police Commander Fausto Salinas said the drugs would have been worth an estimated $330 million if they had reached their destination. Last year, more than 200 tons of drugs were being seized in the Andean country. So, that was up to something. So that's that. Now we're going to do this one. We're going to close out with a scripture. Canada bans TikTok on government devices. So Canada will ban video app TikTok from all government-issued devices starting on Tuesday. What's that? What's that going to lead up to? Amos 11, chapter 8, I believe. Yep. Behold, the days have come, saith the Lord Bahasham, Yahawashi, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Bahasham, Yahawashi. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Bahasham, Yahawashi, and shall not find it. And in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Trying to get that doctrine. They that swear by the sin of Samaria, and they say, Thy God, O Dan, liveth, and the manner of Beersheba liveth, even they shall fall and never rise up again. Lord's gonna take care of them. We just gotta wait on it. So that's all I want to deal with real quick. So the water for tuning in. Call on Yahawashi, Rawchaa, Bahasham, Qadash. We get double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone led me to this truth. Faith and sincerity, we're gonna keep pushing to the best of our abilities. The devil working overtime. So guess what? We're gonna work overtime too, Lord willing. So shalom.